And recording. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good myself. It was pretty much just like a lazy day all weekend. I was supposed to finish recording Meatballcraft, but I kind of woke up late, so I didn't end up doing that. And I just figured I'd binge watch the rest of Stranger Things, which is a pretty good show. I'm still watching it. I'm on season 4? Season 4, yeah. So don't spoil it. Anyways, on the last episode, we got we had a fun time trying to figure out automation for the runic matrix. I think it's working so far. The last thing we did was have like at least if I remember, because I wasn't able to log in since, but we added this extra little circuit here and then AND gate to basically tell the system, hey, don't craft while the alchemical furnace is doing its thing, right? So far, so good. I haven't seen any recipes break. I think it's gonna like rely on me not messing up setting up recipes. And speaking of that, for example, crafting this wand focus shield, I have to absolutely make sure that I have the correct aspects and things like that. But that's probably what I'm going to be doing the next couple of episodes, I think, is inching towards the infinity armor, because that's really our main the main objective, right? So in terms of Thaumcraft, I don't know what else there is for me to automate. I think it is just like setting up more machines, setting up more patterns, making sure they don't break and things like that, right? But one of the things I'm probably going to need a lot of is arcane assemblers, which means I do need a good vis discount on everything, I think. So what if I just completely automate the making of this armor and everything involved in it? I think that'd be pretty good, right? Just so I can like fully kit out the arcane assembler with a bunch of stuff, but probably focus on boot to Christmas spirit. I think these are the best discount boots. I think. I don't actually know if there's like a stronger version of this. Yeah, because 25% is a huge bonus. So I'll go ahead and start off with this, I think. Is being able to set up more assemblers and even a better spot for them, because they're not very... It's not in a very good spot, I don't think. Like right there, yeah. And also, don't forget to farm my primordial berries. Yeah. We're up to some number I don't want to count right now. A pretty good amount of them. Uh-oh. Oh, that's never a good sign. Did my storage get stuck again? Is there something not going into my storage subnets in time? You're filled and I don't know with what. Uh-oh, hang on. Are the infinity chests full? We might need a detour. You're not full, so I think it's let me check the ores, because you should have been running nonstop. So for example, magnesium ore. Okay. Yeah, that's what's going on. Apparently there's not all of it is going into our storage subnet. What I can do is just throw a sticky card here, I think. Or maybe not a sticky card, actually. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, because I think that's what's going on. There's too much junk in the storage. So we'll do it like this. We'll try that and see if that fixes things, but I think I'm gonna have to take a small detour to fix our storage, because we need the storage. I think it just got clogged with a bunch of stuff here. Yeah. So let me take out what I can, and then we'll start clearing things out. I'm so much faster with the quantum boots, right? Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, it looks like they're not trying to go into here, probably because... Not sure why, actually. Maybe because the ores are not here? Do it when the work is done, yeah. Okay, this one has all the ores, I think. Yeah, okay. I think that's what's happening. I don't have my filters set up correctly or something. You should all be going into here now, right? Yeah. I guess I'll do that a couple times. Yes, I still have 1K storage cells. You don't need to be there, but you're there. And then I'll just do this a couple more times. Yeah. That's what's cool about this mod pack. There's just the sheer number of resources you got to deal with. Yeah, that one's clear, and then these three. Yeah, there's so many items. I'm okay with this for now. As long as I have the space to put in new stuff, I think we're okay. And then I can just make a couple more 16 3d8s, which is what I usually do anyways. Make 10 of them. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, we'll stick with this. So, yeah, I'm thinking of just setting up a bunch of resources or recipes to get more of these arcane assemblers, because we're going to need a bunch to autocraft a bunch of things. So let's set up a designated area for them, I think. I have a couple of them. That might just be enough. So I'm assuming if I plug you in here, you're online as well, so you should be able to get the vis right there, right? Yeah. I'm gonna break this and start setting it up a little in a nicer spot. Let's say it can just be back here, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll put the stuff over here, I think. I'm not really picky where it's gonna go. Now, I remember someone telling me that I only need like a couple of these arcane assemblers. And I'll go ahead and put this guy right next to them as well. Maybe we'll try with that, right? Yeah, just put it there for now. We'll see if we can get away with just 8 of them. Connect you like that, and then all the other ones, actually. Oops, no. Like that. Right, yeah, and then connect them with AE2. So, clean up this wiring just a little bit. I can't really do much about it, yeah. And I don't want to do anything about it. Don't touch that. That is the subnet, right? Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and put a couple of things over here. I just need to extend the dense cable over. Which I can do that right here, actually. Yeah. Dense purple cable. There we go. And then cable anchor. You're not connected to anything? No? Okay. Just a little bit of cleanup involved. There we go. And I'll just bring out this dense cable out all the way over here in case I need to connect other stuff. Do there. There we go. Okay. And now these guys are powered, and I just need to do the memory stick thing. I believe if I shift right click U, and then copy it to U, 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 and U. I believe that's how it'll work. So I'm going to set up a couple more recipes for knowledge cores, which means I have to replace some of you. And I can take this one off for now. Set up something for knowledge cores. I think that's it, right? Yeah. I'll give you all of the discounts. And then I want to start setting up recipes for Boots of Christmas Spirit because they're going to be the best discount. And then I keep adding discounts from there. So this recipe here would just be Boots of the Seasons and Boots of Christmas Spirit. And I'm pretty much going to do most of the Thaumatorium crafts manually, I think. At least we'll see. We'll see how many things need the Thaumatorium. And then Boots of the Season. Hang on, let me do this one here. So we have a lot of spruce saplings. We have everything, I think. Right? Rose red. Have plenty of you. Spruce saplings. I think we have a bunch of you. Yeah. Okay. Then we need Tabernus. 76 divided by 2 is 38. I should know this, but hang on. 76 divided by 2 is 38. Yes. Okay, so use that much. And then Lux. Use 25 of you. And then Break and Tatio also use 25. Motus, 25 as well. And then Orem, you're pretty much getting it from everywhere else, so just throw everything in there. Like that, right? Okay, and then I can put you into here, or in the infusion recipe. Like that, and then I have to tell this filter to go ahead and accept Boots of the Seasons. Like that. And this is an example of something that I would need to rename because, yeah, it's going to show up like this and you don't want it to. Okay. Let me set up a recipe for Boots of the Traveler next. And I'll try to remember that. We use regular fish. Then you. Going to need those aspects. So volatus, 25 divided by 2, 13. Because we want 26. Air, same thing, 26. Niter, same thing. I was about to freak out. Couldn't see it. And then aqua. One, two, three, just like that. And the rest of the recipe gets those 4. Go. Then try to craft it right here. Boots of the Traveler. Add a recipe. And I need one of them, sir, please. Missing enchanted fabric. Not a problem at all. I'm going to change one of you to do that, though. Get rid of the furnace. Like that. Is it going to work? Oh, you saw that delay? That delay was because it was waiting for the furnace to work. Oh, that's so good. Okay. And then I got to rename this. And then I'll temporarily do that. Hang on. So just do this for now. And throw this into rename 1. Like that. And then craft me the infinite sprite can. Don't make another one. I just need you to throw this one in there. There you go. Take this recipe out. And then if I search for Boots of the Traveler, I have a renamed one now. Grab you. But I want to put you. And then you go into the rename spot. There you go. And that one, we just have to put those in the Boots of the Seasons recipe. Like that, right? And then firework rocket. Hang on, I had to make a recipe for them. Make the very basic one. Yeah, this one. In a pattern terminal, right? Like that, yes. Molecular assembler. Go right there. Then try to craft a couple of these real cheap rockets. And put those here. Then everything else I think is okay. No, you're not. You're looking at the wrong Boots of the Traveler. Hang on. Yes. Infusion. And try that. Got so much stuff in my inventory. Okay, can I craft the Boots of Christmas Spirit now? No, not yet. I still need to make Wand of Focus Frost. That is another one of you. And at this point, I might as well just make the Knowledge Core. Gonna need another one for this one. Thank you. And then you, Wand Focus, craft you like this. %, average fist cost. Okay. Then Iron Sword. think I have everything for those. No. Use Gregtech. Okay, and then jack-o'-lantern, same thing. I just need to teach this how to use the... Oh, is there no such thing as the single? I guess there's no such thing as a single knife. I'll just do this, see what it does. Missing a knife, and then mana quartz. That's not a surprise because I don't have a recipe for a lot of the Botania stuff. Oh. I just don't have a lot of mana, I guess. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's probably enough for now. Okay, sure. Then put those in, and then a knife. I need to make a knife. Probably something with like way too high stats, like neutronium or something. Yup. Yeah, sure. Boots of Christmas Spirit. Can I craft that now? It looks like you're still waiting for the knife. I think at that point I just handcraft the jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, I don't really know how to deal with the recipes like that. Oh. No pumpkins. Oh, I just need one for now. Right now. Let's see what it does. It's waiting to finish up. That's not a good sign. Did I forget something? 42. It's waiting for Lux. Okay, so you kind of started a little too early. You weren't supposed to start your recipe yet until you finished all of this. So there's still some flaws I have to deal with. And... oh, you keep the name. I didn't think that was the case. You kept the name. Okay. That's really funny. I don't know how to deal with that, honestly. That's fine. You know, the next step anyways was to just throw it into here. Go ahead and cancel that. That's funny. I'm curious if this keeps the name also. But to say don't run out of vinculum right now. No, you still have vinculum. You might need some world accelerators though. Okay. Christmas Spirit, we got one. It does not keep them a name. That's good to know. Okay. Okay, sure. And then this one is going to have the boots. Have a pretty big discount, and then we'll go from there. How much has the node been fixed? Because yeah, 2 days later, and it has 17,000. Wait, where's your ordo? Did it eat all of the ordo? Or is it somewhere so far down that you can't see it? I actually can't tell. I can't tell. Well, I guess my wand. My wand is missing Ordo. Are you able to get it? Yeah, you have Ordo. I think you're okay. Okay. I guess it's just so far down you can't see it. Alright, so we have another set of boots for the armor. And I'm kind of curious, like, how come I shouldn't just make all of this stuff? Make them all equipped with the same things, right? At that point, I might as well go with this stuff here, which might be a little more expensive. Right. Yeah, maybe. We'll stick with just the boots. The boots are already pretty good discount, and if I see trouble, then well, I know where the fix is. Just reduce the cost. Okay. So, main goal right now is for me to get the infinity stuff. So I'm gonna have to work through a lot of Thaumcraft and a lot of other magic mods. But since we're here at the Thaumcraft stuff, I might as well just do anything I can to get the Thaumcraft things. For example, the robes of the stratosphere. It's going to be one of these things. Go ahead and make it. Yeah, this recipe is going to be kind of a nightmare, but I think it's okay. Like that, right? Yeah. And then make sure I have everything. So air, you just need half a stack. Alienus, half a stack. Ordo, half a stack. Census, also half a stack. Tutamin, everything is half a stack. And then Volatus, like this. Right, so how many essences? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing one. Lux. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go. Then I need to tell this to push out the robes of the stratosphere. Then we need pattern expansion cards. Add those here for more infusion recipes. Right there. Okay. So if I try to craft you, I won't be able to, but there's a bunch of other stuff that I need. A lot of it is going to be molecular assembler crafting. Give me your knowledge core. There you go. The thaumium chest plate I can craft kind of easily. That thermostatic harness, that is another infusion recipe. Just make sure that there's no other essences or what do you call them? Aspects, right? 32 of you, 16 either. 16 potential. Also 16 volatus. And 8 tutamin. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missed one, right? Okay, there's just lagging. Alright. Then I tell this to, hey, I need you to give me thermostatic harness, and then you now have a recipe as well. There you go. Okay, and then air arrows, that is a one of you recipe. Which I can craft, right? Yeah, I gotta double check and craft everything because it's gonna have issues. Feather mesh, I can't do this one yet, so I gotta research you. Somewhere. Where? Scribing tools and paper. Oh yeah, paper. My scribing tools. Electro magic tools, feather wings. Oh, that's you. Thank you. Can I craft it now? Yep. There we go. And duct tape, that's fine. Wand focus, uprising. Bunch of stuff here. One focus, distortion. Oh, here we go. That's gonna be a rabbit hole of infusion stuff, I think. I just need to teach you the ichor cloth robe. There we go. Okay, and then let's make a infusion recipes for these two. So this one also needs another infusion recipe, so I need to make this first, I think. Let me focus on you, and then you. And then I'm gonna have to rename this. Okay, so air 20. You need to have 10 on you because each one is worth 2. And then potential again. Talum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the lag is getting a little out of control. Not really, I'm just being a little impatient. There we go. Rename it to that. And then I just need to filter you to the Sword of the Zephyr, like that. And then add that to infusion. And then I need to craft one of you. Means I need a thaumium sword, and that is a pattern terminal recipe. So it's not doing his how I want it to for some reason. The controls are not working, maybe? Or it's taking too long for the signal to push. I'm not too sure actually. I'll figure it out later. But there's the recipe. And then I just put one of you there to make me a green spray can temporarily. Put that in the rename. Guess I need to rename this. And then Sword of the Zephyr. So one of you turn into one of you. And there we go. So whenever I craft the uprising focus, you have to be the renamed one. That, and then I need to get all the aspects in again. So air is 24 of you. Motus, same thing. No. Motus is 16 of you. Aether. Oh no, Aether is 12. And then Volatus is also 12. Double check. Air, 24. Motus is 16. Eider is 12. Volatus is 12 as well. And then tell this I need to get the uprising thing out of there. Then infusion. Just like that. Feather mesh, I just need to put you right over here. Take that out and you go right there. So that's done. Thaumium rotor. We can fluid solidify this. Oh, it's right there. Go to rotor. There you go. Duct tape. This recipe, sure. Sort of blank recipe, right? Yeah. Rubber ball. I think I do have a ball mold in the fluid solidifier. Yes. It worked out. But I don't know if I have rubber. I don't think so. Nope. Raw rubber dust. I think that's the recipe I want to do because... And I can get this from something. Isoprene? Probably, honestly. Hang on. Can also use quantum force transforming. We'll just do this recipe, I think. I don't have rubber. Rubber pulp. I'll just make the fluid. Chemical reactor circuit 0. Make a chemical reactor. This one, right? There we go. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Yeah, there's something to do with the delay that I messed up. All right, but we have our uprising, and then this is used for other things, so I'm gonna have to rename it for sure. So we get one of you, put it into our spray can. There we go. And then rename it. Mostly for this recipe, right? Because you have to put it in the middle. Okay, and then pricing, easy to search 1. There you go. Okay. And then distortion, craft you need all of your essence requirements as well. Air 16. Tutumen is also 16. Bordeaux is 12. Aurum, you're getting it from everywhere else, so don't worry about it. Alienus is 16, which is 8. That's it. Air, Tutumen, Aurum is already accounted for. Bordeaux, and Alienus. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then tell this to accept distortion. No, I messed up. The recipe here has to be easy to search. There we go. Thank you. And then if I need to craft the other stuff, which I might. No, I don't, because it's not in the center anymore. All right, we'll try that. See if my recipes break. There's always a chance that it will break. I'm never going to leave something running here without watching it, honestly, because I feel like it's just going to break. So much more things to craft, which is not unreasonable. That is to be expected. Mirrored glass. That would be like this. Ichor cloth would be like that. Icorium plate. I can add a recipe for icorium plate. That's just a bending machine, right? Yeah. Yeah. How about now? Still missing quite a bunch of resources or recipes, but that's okay. Void foil is a void metal, circuit 10. I like this song. Save to the playlist. That button. Okay. I forgot the last thing I did. I think it was add a recipe there. All right. Then we need something for Ignis. That's a cutting machine. And then all this Ichor stuff, it's gonna be pretty fun to deal with, I think. Compressor. Compressor. And the Ichor, this is really the only way I can make it, so yeah, I was a little worried about this. I can craft it, but you know, why? So I can probably just do the bees, which is, it might be what I end up doing, honestly, to get that. Because I don't want to set up another mob farm for this. Yeah. Okay. Set up a recipe for it either way. Okay, so you're going to need Spiritus. 64, so take 32. Humanus. 32, so take 16. Lux. Take 16. Alienus. Take 8. ordo take 8 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Four goes right there. And we tell this infusion is good to go. If I want to make an ingot, it has to be like that. But I can also just make it in a chemical reactor with UU matter. So, like, which is the more reasonable thing to craft? We have infinite nether shards. We have infinite everything. So I may just want to set up crafting recipes for it, maybe. Or craft it with a lot of UU matter. Don't do that. How much UU matter do I have? Thing is, I have 1 billion. Anytime I have the ingots, I'm going to do this for now. We'll see how annoying it is. Shadow metal, I do have plenty of you. Okay. We'll do this recipe then for just the ingot, I think. I can't do much about the core itself because, yeah, that's all it needs. Yeah. I try to craft you. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that stuff. Magic essence is an autoclave. And then we just need this. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to do this because I'm not really getting any of these shards from anywhere else, really. So we either have set up another mob farm or ender shards, which I'd rather do, honestly. So to get this, I need those 2 bees and dust and nether shard. I'm pretty sure I have the nether shard bee already, but end dust, I don't know. Oh, I do. I'm good. A little bit of bee breeding for this. Not too bad. I left this on the whole time. That's okay. So I need end dust. Throw you in there. And I need to make you a princess, I believe. Look for any pristine princess. Something that I don't really use enough. Got a lot of random bees. Tropical it is. Okay. So I just gotta put you there. Get you out of there. Throw you back into here. There we go. And then just try to get a good end dust bee out of this. As long as you're pristine or you're purebred is what I'm looking for. Don't really care for commons. Yes, you're purebred. That's all I need. And then the nether shard. As long as you're purebred as well. Yes, you are. And I think we're good to throw them in here. But make sure that's all that you combine with in here. Yes. And dust and nether shard. Make ender shard queen. Throw you in here. Okay, I was gambling there. Honestly, I think that's pretty good, right? Yeah. Unless you're used to make anything else. It doesn't look like it, so I'm just gonna throw you in here. There you go. Okay. And then to process your drops, you're only gonna drop this, and that's a centrifuge. So I need to tell this to store ender shards as well. My bulk storage over here. Right there. And then the centrifuges over here are the ones that centrifuge all this stuff here. Right there. There you go. So, ender shards, we now have plenty. Thank you, thank you. And I think that's everything I need to craft at least one of the stratosphere robes. Oh yeah, it's expensive. I'm a little nervous about my system, you know, not destroying itself while crafting all this stuff. But it's pretty obvious there's some kind of delay that I need to do. Not working that well. Because it's not listening to this how I expect it to. Especially when it has a lot of essences here. I'll figure that out later, though. I don't think it's really a big issue right now. I got some tea in the background I can chug on while I'm waiting for this. Hey, you're still waiting for this. I mean, I think if it has a little bit of stuff, it usually works well, I think. I'm not actually sure. How's my central storage doing? I think that's exactly why I had this really big one for, like, the extras that are gonna pop up, because they always pop up. You're not supposed to be there. I think the world acceleration like really messes with it, right? Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm gonna be making one of you. Okay, and then I think that's pretty good for at least the robes of the stratosphere. A couple of other things I want to make is wand focuses. Oops, hang on. The wand focus. You get stuck or what? You're just waiting for things to. Just waiting for things to finish doing whatever this is. Interesting though. So it's not comparing the right signal, or it's not updating itself. I'm curious what the update, like, how to compare it correctly. So that might be what's going on. It just is not giving me the correct signal, I think. Yeah, that's fine. It's actually crafting the robes, but there's a lot of stuff you need to deal with. How's your Centivis? It looks like it's okay. Guess we'll harvest while I'm here. Thank you. I guess we do have enough stability for this to take a while. Oh, but there it is. That's our robe for the stratosphere, right? Yo. Sweet. Also a full spacesuit, full hazmat protection. Just don't put it on because you're gonna go crazy. And I guess for now we can just give it to this guy because I don't need it quite yet. But that is the first piece of armor. Actually, you know what? Let me bookmark all of the infinity armor pieces so I know what I'm gonna look for. Try to craft all the bits and pieces. Okay, I thought I had a message. Okay, so a couple things. We have robes of the stratosphere. That's done. I have the gravity chest plate. That's like on me. Space suit. I have to craft a whole bunch of things here. Let's just do the magic stuff first, like wand focus, shield. I have to study this. There. Okay, then wand focus, shield. There's 4 of them that need to be made. You also have to be there. Okay, so we'll make this first. Yeah, okay. So we gotta make this recipe here. You're going to need alienus, hider, and I just realized something. I can probably just adjust everything as I set up the recipe. Permutatio. That's the correct one, right? Permutatio, right? Yeah, and permutatio. So for example, you need just 20 ethereal essence. You need 15 hider. 20. No, 10. Divide by 2, remember. This one you also just need 5. Then you 3. And then tell this, yes, you can output portable hole. Then infusion like that. Go ahead and craft 1. Can't because you need ender pearl lens or ender pearl lens. That goes in a lathe. Go for it. Go. Yeah, this isn't doing what I expected it to do. I feel like if I can reliably read a signal off of this guy, then it should be good. It's not giving me any signal. I don't know. It's fine. All right, we have it. And then I just need to rename it because it's used in the center of another recipe. I'm going to have to rename it doing the weird method that I was doing already. Where's my spray can? No, don't put it in the storage. I'm trying to craft that. So put that in there. That's okay. And there you go. Okay. So if I want to craft the shield now, you just need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like that. But you have to be easy to search right there. And then all the other stuff. So you need 2 tamin, air, Vinculum. Victus. Vitreous. And Precontatio. So this one is 4. Tutamen is 20. Air, 16. Vinculum, 12. Victus, right? Yeah. Trying to get them named correctly. It's only 8. This one is also only 8. You are 4. Yeah. Go. And then tell this, go ahead and give me field. Is there anything else that I need to make with this? No. That's good to go. Okay. So I would need 4 of them. Need reinforced plate and tungsten steel reinforced block. Okay, that's one of the recipes I don't understand. Why wouldn't you use wet concrete for this? It's just cheaper and faster to make it. Was it a chemical bath recipe? Yeah. Go. And then reinforced plate. I don't actually know how do I get reinforced metal. Oh. Is it a Steve's card thing? Oh yeah, it is. What is the hang on. Where are there so many it's a whole rabbit hole. I can't just get it directly from melting fluids, right? You're gonna make me go through the entire rabbit hole. Yeah, I think this is the one you want. Reinforced metal. That's funny. Okay, sure. So this one's a blast furnace recipe. Can put you basically anywhere without a circuit. It can be anywhere. I'll just put you here for now. Right. Then reinforced plate. You are made in a bending machine. Four of you. I need the ingots, and then I can craft them like that in a pattern crafter. Go right there. 4. No. Stabilized metal is an ass machine recipe. Reinforced hardener. Implosion compressor. Hardened mesh is an ass machine. Target 0. Man, there's so many recipes for this. Then raw hardener. Chemical reactor. Put it in the mega with no circuits. Go. Bit of a large recipe, but each piece needs one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's crafting. That's good. I'm curious if it's smart enough to not push everything in at the same time. It looks like it is because of that, the blocking card, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay, sure. Chill. I will always laugh at that. Really funny to me. I'm curious if there's a way for me to speed this up. I know there's like a whole multi-block for distillation. I think it's like a Essentia distillery thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to make this. I'm not really going to worry about it. Like, how fast do you possibly need something like that to be? No idea. Okay, I'm pretty confident that those four are going to finish crafting. So we have this, that, and that ready. Okay. So, ultimate solar helm. I don't think we have this. No. Let's do the wand focus times next. Oh no. um. Okay, hang on. Seems like a lot. Maleficia wand focus time. Alright, we're gonna have to do a little bit of research for this. Also, are you still? Got stuck. You didn't do this correctly. Yeah, I have to fix this. I don't know what it's doing, honestly. I really don't know. And we have the shield course though, and then research. Maleficia right here. I'm looking for something. Is it this one? Shard of Creation. I need the Shard of Creation, which is should be ready for it. Oh, there it is. Guess I'm not done with being insane, right? There's some more warp. That's okay though, because I should be able to craft more of those pure tiers anyways. Yeah, and we want you. Does that actually let me travel in time? In the Shard of Creation, and tap into the world's creation. A formula, you are able to shift the time from day to night. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't really need that. Is it wet? 30% chance that it's already raining. Alright, so we need to make Shards of Creation. That's going to be Primordial Pearls. They might get totally consumed, right? Probably. That's why we're growing extras. So we need to set up a recipe for this, and I don't even know if you have enough. Yeah, you should. You should. What do you call it? Pedestals. So you're going to need Alienus. 32 of them. These are all easy because they're all stacks of 32. Vacuous. Dan Breacantatio. Aurum. You already dealt with by accident, and then Tenebrae. 64, like that. Okay, and go. I need you to rename yourself. Oh, right here. Cards of creation. And then we have to craft a batch and then rename it. Void essence. I can make a recipe for that. I can actually do something very similar here. I really wanted to set up the automation for this, but I'm not going to worry about it. I guess what I'm trying to say is also set up those recipes up there to push into here. I don't think I want to do that though. Try crafting a batch of you. Void essence is going to need some encouragement probably. I don't think I'm able to craft them all. No. Let me just make it a stack of each. Vacuous and tenebrae. And now that I think about it, there's a chance that whatever is being consumed here is going to take away from there and then break everything. Less than 100 episodes left. I know. I haven't forgotten about it, but it's this magic sidetrack that's taking us a little longer, I think. That's okay though. I feel like we're making good progress. But you're probably right. Now that I think about it, I should probably look into big recipes to run overnight to get towards the DTPF, because this is our main objective next, to get this going. That's going to be fun. You're going to deal with a lot of essences. Okay. Okay, so as for the one focus time, what do we need? Oh, I'm waiting for this first. Did I craft it? Yes. I need to rename you. Because I believe you're used as the first object there, right? Yeah. I know it's not anti-blocks, but the floor is blinding. Which floor? The Quicksilver. Yeah, but it's there for infusion purposes. That's really it. It's the easiest block we can get that also gives infusion stabilization. How much do we have right now? There's a 309. Not amazing, but it's pretty high for the most part. All right, so the recipe here, gonna take a whole bunch of things. That's a thick recipe. And then I need to do easy to search 1. There we go. And then all of this aspect stuff. So alienus. Lux. Tenebrae. Vacuos. Recantatio. Tempus. And permutatio. And this thing needs a lot of stuff. So we'll do it from here. So 8, 12, 16, 24. Then tenebrae is 32. Lux is 36. Alienus is 42. I burned my popcorn and I'm regretting living in Chicago because it's winter. My window is open. But like, deserved. Totally deserve that. This is not used in the center of any other craft, so we can just stop at this point. And popcorn is just one of those things that like you either perfect it or you don't perfect it. Did I tell you about my coworker? Back at back where I was working, we have these things called 1-point lessons. I'm pretty sure I talked about it before, but these 1-point lessons are designed to like, hey, show you a process and then teach you how to do this process correctly so that you don't mess up next time. Well, the one he wrote, he put it right next to the microwave, and it was like, this is how you make the perfect popcorn. And it had like a whole bunch of rules explaining how to make the perfect popcorn. It was only specifically for one brand of popcorn also. He even specifically wrote on there, it only works for this popcorn. I think it's Simple Pop. I think that's the brand, but it's been a while, so I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I shared a picture of it a long time ago. But like, it was like crafted out of years of experience, I guess. This is how you make the perfect popcorn, but only using that specific brand. And let me take a drink here. And like, it was very like, he knew what he was talking about too. Like, you can tell he knew what he was talking about because he would give us popcorn every now and then, and it was good. It was pretty good popcorn. I'm usually not much of a popcorn enjoyer, but he knew what he was talking about. Yeah, and also with that specific microwave, you're right. I'm pretty sure he would have had to rewrite it if it was a different thing. Let me support this a little more with more alienness. Tenebrae. Vacuos. Yeah, just in case that this has trouble with any of those. I mean, knowing him, he would do it. Absolutely. Boots of the horizontal shield. Man, this stuff's expensive. It's true though. And no, Phoenix. Late game Thaumcraft. Where did you say it? Late game seems so fun and easy. No. This is entirely dependent on a system that I cannot 100% guarantee it works. It's already failed. It's still mashed together in bits and pieces, but it is a lot easier being able to just set that up. Like, what the heck is this recipe? It's atrocious. Ew. Man, we need so much stuff trying to get the infinity armor. We've made a dent though, for sure. Pretty sizable dent, but we're not close. Yeah, as long as it works, right? So this guy's just doing his own thing. I'll come back to that. Okay. So spacesuit stuff. Ultimate solar helmet. I can craft this. This seems absurd, actually. Not really. Like that, right? Single-use wrench, single-use screwdriver. Do this. So I'm looking for ultimate solar helmet. Which needs the hybrids. No, don't. Man, this thing has so many different crafts. Oh. or dictionary. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a nightmare, I think. Every time that has these data, like data stuff, and you're trying to craft them in AE2, it just makes a mess. So I'm not sure if these recipes are even gonna work. I'm trying to craft the ultimate solar helm, right? Yeah, it's just not gonna work because it doesn't know how to find it. I'm gonna have to make all the individual pieces by hand. That's not too bad though. Circuit 2. Circuit 2 like this. Right there. Not 1,000. I did not mean to make that many. Quantum suit helmets. Yeah. You're just not gonna like any of these recipes. Oh no. You're still stuck? Or is it because you just have so much things to cook through? Yeah, okay, that's a big recipe. I didn't realize. That's okay though. Really, the only thing I can think about is like actually just making every single one of these at least once. Nanosuit. Like, we already have a recipe for nanosuit helmets. Yeah, we do. But it just doesn't want to listen. Did Bobby's Mountain become a bee enclosure too? So, it's pretty much going to be all magic. It has flowers because I have this bee empowering. And this is what's actually giving all of the... all of this nonsense that you can't really read. It's because of this bee. It regenerates that node. But then I have 5 of them surrounding a world accelerator. And that's how we get this nonsense going on. But that also causes flowers. Night vision goggles. Can I make a single-use screwdriver? I'm pretty sure I could, right? Totally, I can. Okay. So, craft night vision goggles. At least they don't have burnt popcorn stinking up my apartment. Make a pattern for that as well. And all these patterns. There's going to be millions of patterns. That's the wrong circuit. Hang on. Any HV circuit. Yes, thank you. Dang, you got to cook through a lot of stuff. Have to fix all these recipes. Hang on. You know how you said you should do a public server someday? Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, I did mention that. Night vision goggles. Craft that. Would that be cheat teenage? I don't think so. I don't think so. I haven't thought about that. Why? Casting form, and then I need you to throw it in a fluid solidifier. Hang on. Why? Well, that makes me want to do it. Fluid solidifier. I think it's called, what do I call it? Where do I put my screws? Shapers, that's what it is. Fluid shaper with nothing there. There you go. And then temporarily throw this in the right here. My manual ass machine crafter. Carbon parts, I need a bunch of carbon plates. Them for now. I think that's all I need. Having a public server where people would have to work 5 years to play a mod pack would be literal terrorism. Exactly. I agree. That's why I'm putting GTNH, which is a 2-year mod pack. 5 years is too much. Okay, so this recipe is not working because you're annoying and you don't know how to deal with data shenanigans. I want to craft this. Use that. Mass machine 1. See if it breaks. Set up the recipe all the way up. I don't think 5 is too much. No. I'm coming on 2 years. This December, we're going to hit 2 years. Like December 13th, 20th? Or is it 23rd? It was something there. That's a 2-year mark. Then we craft a nanosuit helmet. Thank you. Okay. And then you need to put that with what? Quantum parts, empty helmet, right? No? Hang on, how to make this quantum suit? Nanosuit helmet. But like what needs it? Quantum parts helmet. Yeah, you do have to craft it, but how come you didn't show up there? No, you did. It shows up right here. 270 in 2 years. In my what's the word? Defense? It's the scuba helmet that I have to craft, right? Yeah, this is all Ass Machine 0. Hang on, give me a second before I get confused. Yeah, this one. You know, for the longest time, I didn't really play the pack that much. It was like 1 or 2 episodes a week, and now the past couple months has been trying to really speed up the progression. So, yes, it's 2 years for us to beat the pack, but it would have been much faster if I was actually playing it a lot more. But I think comparably, we're in a good, like, playtime. Because I've seen people that have a lot more hours and they're in the same spot that we are. Or more so, I don't know. But I don't compare myself to anyone else, really. I'm just playing the game. Can you craft this now? Yes, you can. Okay, so far it's working. Recipes are fixing themselves, and then the hybrid solar helmet, whatever. Available. Okay, so you're working now. Alright, so I just need to make you. Solar factory, we do have that. This looks like a little cheaper. Yeah. I'm pretty sure my solar factory is what? Tier 3, I think. Yeah, you should be fine here. Medium lithium battery is a canner, which I don't even know if I have. I do, okay. I believe we said it'd be 1,500 hours at the end. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to that too much. All right, radiant, whatever. That's also a solar panel factory. Shenanigans. Right there. Then molten meteoric steel. Meteoric iron. I don't know if I have a blast furnace circuit 11 though. Or blast smelter. Yes I do. Go right there. And then molten barium. I think I can use the dust here, right? Tractor. Burning, send some Texas weather this way. It's kind of cold here too. Maybe not as cold as Chicago, but it's 50 degrees over here. Quadruple scenarium plate. I think I have a circuit 4 in there now. Did I do that one of the episodes? Yes, I did. I did, okay. Night metal. That's an issue because I don't have any night metal. Where do you? Mass machine circuit 3. Plutonium plate. That is bending machine. Bending 1. And then night metal plate is bending 1 as well. I haven't had snow in a while. But like, I don't want to trade. I don't like snow. Okay. Tungsten steel, whatever. That's a forming press. And this is what the pack makes me do whenever I'm trying to get a couple of things going. All right. Night metal might be a little bit of an issue because I don't have any. We get it from these armor shard clusters. I like snow when I'm looking at it freshly fallen and I run outside and fall into it and then immediately run. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why I need night metal for. But I'm going to need to get a couple of things. So I'm gonna have to go to the what do you call it? The Twilight Forest, because we need armor shards. And that's gonna drop a couple of things. So maybe I want to look for those helmet crabs. Let's go. He also missed it a couple episodes ago. Phoenix, is this even working? Oh, you're totally working. Okay, well, I won't touch it. The armor shards should be over here. But I totally did die in... Like, I got one shot exploring one of the dimensions for Thaumcraft. It was pretty funny, actually. And do I have the magic map somewhere? Or am I just going to go in there? Yeah, let's go in there. It's growing good. I will admit it's been a little quiet. Sorry, the guy distracted me. I will admit it's been a little bit quiet, but I haven't really set up the camera lately to like encourage people to build on it. And most of that is because, you know, I need the instrument up if I want to put the camera back. But when I visited home for Thanksgiving, I haven't been motivated to build the instrument again because it's in my car and it's a little bit of a hassle to build it. Yes, it's just an excuse, but you would be saying the same thing if you had to build an instrument like that. It's kind of it's a little bit of a hassle to do it, so I haven't done it. So I'm trying to find the motivation to build the instrument again and get all of the camera stuff going, but it's a little tricky. And I will say, yeah, that's just another +1 to the reasons why I would love to have my own place, so that I have a more permanent camera setup. Because when I say camera, I really mean my phone, which has issues with autofocusing, and the app that I use, SCRCPY, I think that's what it's called, it does not let me change the camera focus, so it looks a little like it tries to zoom too much and it's not supposed to. Couple of night metal. Watch out the mobs. Hello, hello. You want to fight? Someone not kill this guy correctly? It's true, yes. I also have fun as well. Did I do this or did someone else do that? I think I did, right? I think there was an episode where I was going through the Twilight stuff. I think it was for bee breeding, actually. So maybe that's why no one is spawning over here, because I wiped everyone out. I only need a couple of... Hey, chill. Was that the ghost? I think so. I only need a couple of night metal things, so maybe I can grind up this, get a couple of night metal like that, maybe. I don't know. Let me look around a little bit more. If I can find a helmet crab, that'd be good. Because I can respawn them like crazy and get more night metal like that. But I guess I haven't noticed it before. It looks like all the mobs delete or they don't respawn, because I don't remember if I was like going through here. That's probably the case though. Hello? Hello? I'm moving so fast because of the new boots I have. That's a nice tree. Never change, Phoenix. Yeah, so someone's been through here. Pretty sure it was me. Let's go back home. That should be enough night metal for now. I mean, it's very powerful, but it took us a while to get there. You have to be an IV tier, I think. And it's pretty expensive for where it's at in the progression. And get some oxygen. There we go. Alright, so I can break down all of that stuff. Turn that into actual night metal ingots. And how much do I have left over? 15. That might be enough. See? Yep. Yeah, it is pretty powerful. But I'm not going to complain. So good. Okay. You're crafting ingots. Yeah. All right, let's go check on all the magic stuff. I'm pretty sure it finished a long time ago. Yeah, it did finish a long time ago. So we have the focuses of time. 2, 3, 4. That's complete. All of the infinity stuff is I'll probably just craft it later, honestly. So right now we're working on the hybrid, well, the ultimate solar helmet, which you need to craft these solar panels. That is circuit 2. It's fun to see the struggle and not experience it. I mean, I'm not struggling. But I totally get where you're coming from. Put this in the solar factory. I'm glad they made the solar factory, because before, all of these solar panels were made in the 9x9 crafting tables, and it was a little bit cumbersome to do that. Yes, I don't know why you're complaining about the Vasher. It's really good. Thing's expensive. Circuit 3 assembler. Fiery steel plate. I can make that in a vending machine, right? Yeah. Yttrium barium cuprate plate is also a vending machine. Look at all these plates I'm making. Okay, you still need fire ingots. Chrome iron plate is a forming press. Fire ingots, I got no idea. Fire steel dust, maybe? I have the fiery blood. Just a little bit, though. You can get infinite amount of this, but... Oh, that's what it would be. To get the fiery blood out of there and then combine it with something to make the ingots. Right, yeah. So 200, 25, 250. So it looks like steel is the best ratio here. Chemical bath. Then fiery blood is made in a fluid extractor. Can use a fluid canner though for fiery tears. 250. Fiery blood is 250. It doesn't matter actually. They're both the same. Do the fiery tears though. There's more. Fluid canner. There we go. What now? There we go. Try crafting that. Monstrosity of a whatever. Alright, while that's going, may have trouble with the fiery blood now that I think about it, because it's not a... It's one of our old machines. Not a dual interface, right? No, it is. Okay, you just have to also be told to output the fluid. Yep. Okay. That's ultimate solar helmet. That one should be this one. Ready? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna trust that that's ready. So, I want to do the cow of the abyssal depths next. Oh, hang on. That's a lot. That's a very big recipe. Cake or cloth. Okay, I can go ahead and just set it up right now, actually. Cow of the abyssal depths. So true. Aurum, don't worry about it. Aqua, do worry about Aqua. 32. Ignitio. 32. I don't know what this is. Corpus. Corpus is 32. That one is Famine. Famis. Lux. And Tutumen. Double check. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of them is Aurum, so I didn't add anything for it. I think we're good there. Then go ahead and set up the recipe. For tell this, you can accept the cowl of the depths. Throw this into infusion and that should be good. Then we have Ultimate Solar Helmet done. Pick it up, have it fully charged. That one's ready. Goodbye. So that one's done. And we continue crafting a bunch of things until I make a dent. I feel like we are making a pretty good dent. You need the entire Thaumonomicon in there. I could have sworn I had more than one. I can craft it. I mean, at that point, you might as well, right? Gotta teach you how to make a Thaumonomicon. Go. Yeah, to teach you how to make a Thaumium Helm. That is pattern terminal recipe. Ender Eye Lens. That is a lathe. Then Goggles of Revealing. I don't remember if I had that. And the other one. No, okay. Then Ichor Cloth Cowl, excuse me. We'll try that. And then cake. A good question. You're gonna make me put it in the assembler, right? Thought you said it was itch. Oh, you're right. Itchorium. Itchor cloth, right? Yeah, Itchor cloth cow. Cow. Yeah. How do I make cakes and then have them saved in the inventory? I mean, it's not that bad, but I don't want to do this. Buddy. Dough. Mixer. It's a flour, right? I mean, is Chad. I don't think this is an easy bee to get, right? Yeah, occurs between February 29th and February 29th. So this only happens during leap year. So you're not getting the Chad bee right now, at least. Special requirements, yeah, not happening. The only other way I can get cake, isn't there a Thaumcraft thing that lets you get cake? I could have sworn there was. No. Alright, fine. I'm gonna make recipes for cake. Fine. I would not trust these cakes because they've been in the same, like they're produced in the same factory that makes like nuclear materials. So don't do that. Don't go eating them. Thermometer is also a pattern terminal craft. That's the wrong kind of casing. Why do you always default to the casing, the exact casings that don't work? How dare you? baked cake bottom. Melt it. That goes in the multi-smelter. Same thing, I would not trust you to eat this. I would not trust this. Milk. Looking forward to man streams about making cake for several hours. I mean, the heck is milk powder? Milk wort. Source of milk. Do I not have milk? You're gonna make me go up top to the kitchen so I can milk the cows. The cow. There's only one cow in here. Give me a bucket. Yes, an uck. If I remember correctly, you can't, like, get multiple. Yeah, it's not gonna let you. Why not? How to get milk? Okay, I can't exactly do this either. Are you supposed to get a cake then? That's funny. Is there anything in the quest book that tells us how to get cake a better way? Doesn't look like it. I just need milk. So milkwort, isn't that a plant? A seed you can get? Milk dew. Oh, we can also get it from bees. One of them is the bovine. Just farmily and water. That's one way, but I don't think we need to. Okay, it looks like you're not going to let me get more than one milk right now. So I may have to go exploring for a couple of your friends. It's either that or do a little bit of more bee breeding, and I don't know which one is more easy to deal with. I should be able to put this in the fluid canner, though. I'm not sure what it's going to give me. Maybe this. And they are very powerful. If you get into it, they just become really strong. It's a little bit of tedium, but like after you get used to it, it's not too bad. Okay, that thing made the milk instantly. But what kind of milk did you make? You made the adventure backpack one. Okay. So if I try to craft the cow, you have the right kind of milk. Okay, that's really what I was curious about. Okay, sounds good. Cake bottom is a forming press. I don't think I have a forming press cylinder. No. So craft it in a molecular assembler. All of this to get a little bit of cake. Yeah, actually, you know what? There might even be cake up top, right, in the kitchen. I'm gonna keep coming over here with a bucket, and in case you do work. But what if you work with like a bottle? Or, can I not get milk out of here if it registers that there's a cow? There's some milk in a jar, right, that you can make? Or is that other packs? Cow in a jar. I could have sworn there's something that you can cram a cow in a jar. I'm pretty sure it's another mod though. Infinity jar. What is that? I'm not too sure. It's fine. I don't think this has any like milk for me, right? Cake. Is there cake here? Doesn't look like it. You're lucky. Okay, fine. Cow in a jar seems like someone misses it. Is it there? I don't know. I wouldn't know. Dough. Mixer. Regular dough. Sure. Okay, so you just need 2 more buckets of milk. I mean, I don't know of another way to get milk. So I guess we're just gonna go into the world and explore for it. It's a very not a very good way to do things, but you know, we're gonna do it anyways. Unless there's more cows somewhere. No, we don't have any more cows, right? It's just that one cow. And here's hoping the world doesn't crash because I did delete all of the overworld, hoping that it would fix whatever crash we had. There's a bunch of cows over here. So far, so good, I think. Yeah, I only needed a couple of milk from you guys. Okay. Then try crafting this now. See what it does. Hopefully it doesn't break. I just need one of you. Oops. Whatever happened to the blue netherwort looking thingy? I actually farm them. Talking about the terra warts. Yeah, I farm them. We have 65,000. They're good occasionally, but I don't really need them too much. Oh, it's actually making good progress. Harvest while I'm here. That gave me a single one. That's okay though. Okay, we're crafting everything. Should be good. So the Thaum craziness hasn't gotten that bad. Last episode, I don't know if you were here for last episode, but towards the middle of it, I did eat a pure tier, one of these. What do you call them? Or yeah, this one, the pure tiers, and it deleted all of my warp. So I was well in the 200s or 300s even of warp. I had tons of it. I did spawn a wither by accident at my base, which reminds me, there's a clip that I want to share. I haven't shared it yet, but it is just randomly spawning the wither. It's pretty funny. Caught me off guard. Nothing blew up though. But yeah, it could happen. Suit boots. I think I need to fix the recipe here. So somewhere here. This one, nano rubber boots, I think. I have to change the recipe. To use this one. Right. But right now, my warp is at... Not actually sure. Let me check. 10 permanent warp, 10 normal warp. So we still have warp. We're not out of the clear yet. It's just not as bad as it was before. How about now? I try to craft you. Yeah, you're just waiting for these, which is mold boots. Have one and a bunch of carbon plates. Yeah. There you go. Okay, try crafting a set of quantum suit boots. You know, another good thing about this about me setting up recipes for all this armor stuff, is that for whoever decides to join, they will also have it. Here is the quantum suit boots. You're ready to go. Get out of there. Cow of the abyssal depths. That's good to go. I'm going to put it here for now. So you have even more discount. But that's done, which takes this one out. And then we'll make the leggings of the burning mantle. That seems like a lot of things, but you know what? It's not that bad, I don't think. And this one's going to be fun. All of this stuff is going to be pretty fun. This thing has a lot of different things, though. Alienus, you need 32 of you. Ignis, 32. Lucrum, 32. All the orange and yellow stuff. Lux, 32. Potentia, also 32. Nano, 32. Tutamin, 32. I think that's everything. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Then throw this into infusion. But also tell this that you are able to accept leggings of the burning mantle. Try to craft it next. You're gonna need tons of things. So pattern terminal is you. Molecular assembler. But man, Phoenix, you should have seen it when I was like going crazy because yeah, I was doing effects left and right. It was kind of funny. Bucket. I can use a fluid canner for this. Okay, Icorium. Pretty sure you need it. Actually, just try crafting again, see what it needs. You have the wrong kind of Icorium. That's what it is. Yeah, you want to be the Gregtech Ichorium. Yeah, this stuff. You look exactly the same, but you're not going to react the same because you're weird. Have to be the Gregtech edition, yes. Okay, so that's there. And then it sure. Alright, I can't keep up with it. It's tough. It sure cloth. Hyper whatever that is. One focus. Go ahead and make that one. Then one focus fire. I for sure don't have that one. And then one focus excavation as well. All of these little recipes. There you go. And then hyper whatever niter. Those out of there. That one goes into here and it's going to be a semi-manual craft. It's just funny because when you say it, it sounds like it's your. My accent, right? You're making fun of my accent. How dare you? But I also don't mind because I catch myself sounding like I say stuff, but I don't actually say some of that. Totally get it. Molecular assembler. Am I out of space already? Oh man, get rid of this. It's never a good idea to change some of your recipes, but I do it anyways. Do as I say, not as I do. Is it ruby? Sure. Out of everything, I'm missing sunflower. An oxide daisy. There's one right here. And then I can throw it in Botania. Check it out. You're going to see some vanilla mechanics over here. Well, not this. This isn't vanilla, right? But if you have a sunflower, a too tall plant, and then you bone meal the bottom of it, it should give you a lot more of that flower. That's just straight up a vanilla feature if you didn't know about it. I don't know why it does that, but it does, and I'm glad it does. There we go. Okay. Leggings of the Burning Mantle, which are made from Itchore cloth leggings. I don't know how I don't know how long I'm gonna keep up with that, but there you go. We're crafting. I'm gonna let this craft in the background. I did get a phone call. I'll be right back. Just give me a couple minutes. Also refill my drinks. Be right back. Okay. What was that? There's so many mobs in here. What's going on here? What the heck is this? Oh no. Okay. I am back from the break just a little bit earlier than usual. So, what was I doing? Letting this craft, right? You're waiting on hyper whatever niter. I don't actually know if I have enough of that stuff. Lux. Never. Lux works. Yeah, I don't have enough Lux, so I'm just going to throw the rest of it in there. Eventually, I'll get convinced to set up the automation for the... What do you call it? The Thaumatorium? I don't know if that's going to be soon, though. I don't know how soon that's going to be. Oh, it's already crafting. Gotta deal with a lot of your stuff still, right? Sweet. I really like how buggy the infusion matrix gets. Oh, you don't do anything with buckets. Okay, well now I know. Anything to do with buckets is probably cursed. There we go. We have legs of the burning mantle. I'll put you here for now, so that you have the most boost. And then break you. And that's done. Okay. The next big Thaumcraft thing is going to be boots of the horizontal shield. That's a pretty big recipe as well, though. So you need herb, need eider, you need lux. I think these are 1,000,000 essences. Am I at Modus yet? Yeah, Modus. I don't know what you are. Perfodio. Era. And Tutamin. Okay. And I'm assuming everything else is as is. Oh, and then tell you. Except the boots of the horizontal shield. There you go. Okay, so try to craft you. What am I missing? You're missing the Gregtech Ichorium. I forgot about that. I'm gonna stop saying it. It doesn't feel natural to me. But you do have to be the Gregtech version, because I don't think I can make the other one. Okay. So what am I missing now? There we go. And I'm pretty sure you need to set up a couple of recipes here. Lamp of Growth is also an infusion recipe. Arcane Lamp. Go ahead and teach you that. Arcane Boar. That is infusion. Mana Weave Cloth. Pretty sure I just have to throw that there and mana infusion. Okay. Ichor Cloth. Boots. There we go. Infused Seeds. I don't know what to do about that. Lamp of Growth is next. You need to be in the infusion. Herba. Victus. Lux. And Messes. Ten of you. 10. 5. And 5 of you. Tell you that you can accept the Lamp of Growth. And then throw this in infusion. Now it's good to go. Okay. Next up is Arcane Boar. Then you need all of that stuff. So you need Machina. Perdicio. Otis. Potentia. And Vacuous. One, two, three, four, five. There we go. tell this you need to accept the arcane board. And I'm running low on space. Yeah. That's okay though. Go. Thaumium boots. I'm gonna have to add another interface for the molecular assemblers. It's not too bad though. All of my assembler shenanigans are right over here. How many channels is this though? Device online. Like you have channels there. Yeah, you're completely filled with stuff. So I'm gonna put you over here. It says it's online though. You're online, that means I don't have to connect you anywhere else, right? Because you push the channels on all the other, like through each other. Yeah, sure. Dense cable. Black. We'll go ahead and do this though. Now I don't know how many channels are in Chug Jug, right? But you know what? Let me double check. Memory card. How would work with all the other mods? What? I got plenty of channel space. I'm okay. Then add another interface because I can. Right there. Molecular ass, and this one is also molecular ass. But what do you mean, Phoenix? The ME mod. What do you mean? Like, how does it work with everything or what? I'm a little confused. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, but I don't know how any of it works. I just use it. That's gonna give us more recipe space though for things like Thaumium boots. Make this now. Put that right there. Sure. Yeah, at some point I just don't ask questions and it works, it works. Don't complain about it. If I don't understand it, it's magic. Can make a Thaumium shovel in the workbench and also the pickaxe bench. But use actually which Thaumium ingot do I make? I use the Thaumcraft one. Yeah, that's the kind of challenge I like to do because like Thaumcraft automation with AE2, it does not work very well. You have to do like a weird setup. So it's what I set up last episode. It pushes all the items. It crams everything well, basically every essence that I add to the recipe to deal with all of all of this stuff here, I add them in the form of ethereal essences and they get shoved into here, which gets sent over here, and then everything gets just put on the pedestals and have like a little back rooms here. Yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense, but it works. And I'm not gonna break it down because so far it works. Most of the time it works, not all the time. So mana weave cloths. I need a couple of these woven cottons. I don't know how many. I'll do 5. You have to be thrown over here. Yep. Botania is probably the one I want to work on next, because I'm the most used to Botania. We have to get through all of the magic mods, though. I know Botania is not considered. It's not a magic mod, but we're gonna consider it a magic mod. Oak slab and cutting machine. Hang on. Do we even have any oak? Can it be any different type of wood? Does it have to be oak slab? I think I have oak planks. I mean, I can just do that for now. Cutting machine. Yeah, to make slabs. There we go. Okay, so that's done. And then infused seeds, I have no idea. That doesn't show me any recipe. Infused crops. The other recipes are not shown, but you can infuse seeds with all the other primal aspect crystals. Okay. 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 I can set up a recipe for that then. So it's going to be one of you. And then vanilla seeds, I imagine. Just a wheat seed. Make one of you. Right. Yeah. And then earth. Crystal cluster. I think there's 4 of them. And based on the book, you need infused crops. So 16, 32, 32 meadow messes, and then whatever, and 16 whatever. Okay. Sure. I'm going to pretend that I remember that. Meadow was 16 of you. Messes. 16 of you. And then Terra was 8 of you, right? I think. Yeah, 16, 32, 32, or 8, 16, 16. Yeah, sure. I'm going to trust that. And then I need another conduit with another item filter. Conduit. Another one. Filter you. Set up the infused seeds. And I don't like it when you connect, even though I don't think it really does anything different. So getting a cubit strip right there. Right there. Turn my magnet on because I do like my magnet sometimes. Okay, so what happens now? I can craft the boots, but I'm not really sure about the infused seeds recipe. Guess we'll see. Random question. No. No, I'm joking. What's up? Are you in the same place still? What are you talking about? I mean, I've been in the mountains for quite a while. Cane pores, crafting, the seeds. This is where I just want to make sure it works because I don't know if this is gonna work. I actually don't know. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still here for the time being. Infused seeds. Terra. Do they have different data? No, let me think about this first. No, but they should go into here. No idea. There you are, though. Yeah, they have different data. Yeah, I'm still in the same neighborhood for now, or the same apartment complex. I don't really have plans to move out. My lease ends in April, and I'm at a point where I can afford the rent still. Have some stuff saved up, so I'm gonna be here for a while. It's also kind of like like I'm very comfortable here. I'm pretty confident I'll find something by then, but if worst case I don't, I'll have to move back in with my parents, which I don't really mind either. Um, yeah, this stuff doesn't stack, and I have no idea why. So whatever I crafted, that's what we're gonna craft. It really is, yes, and I'm not gonna try to change that yet. I have some time though, but I do recognize that it's April's only what 5 months away, rounded rounded up, right? So I don't have that long either. But anything can happen in the next couple of months, right? But hopefully I do find it. I'm pretty confident that I will find something. Because the demand is there for testing engineering. There's a lot of demand for it, I'm sure. But within my area, no, I'm not going to be able to stay there that long. Because there's just not as much work for this stuff in this part of Texas. Chances are I'm going to be moving like further north or towards Houston, probably. Dallas, Houston, and Austin have a lot of good stuff. So that might be where I end up, but I guess time will tell. Okay. Yeah, there's something to do with the infused seeds. Kind of nervous that they're going to break the recipe, though. I've always said that I don't like city life because, I did do my undergrad at UT Austin, which was, Austin, Texas. And I'm not a big fan of the city life, I'm going to be honest with you. But I'm not in any position to like, ew, I'm not gonna like if let's say I got hired over there, right? I'm gonna say yes to it. I'm gonna have to commit. I'm not about to like sacrifice a good job just because no city life. No. I'm an adult and I should be able to handle it. But man, my sister lives in Austin right now, and sometimes I have to go pick her up for family events and stuff, man. I do not like driving in Austin. It's terrible. Yeah, yeah. Where we grew up, it was not city at all. The recipe did finish though. Alright, we got the boots with the fur. Yo, okay. Alright, that's done. We have the full set of ichor cloth upgraded armor. We're making good progress. Spacesuit. Let's do all the spacesuit shenanigans next, because we might as well. Duralumin. Yeah, might as well. While I'm here just chatting about setting up recipes, that's the next easy step. I'm gonna make you next. Spacesuit helmet is a lot of molecular crafting. Kind of expected though. Sensor glasses, same thing. Put it in a pattern terminal. Duralumin circuit. Do does the dust fit in here? No. Okay. Circuit 1 it is right there. Go. Try to craft it. Lots of missing things. Oxygen concentrator. I'm pretty sure all of this space stuff, we already had recipes for it, and I kind of just got annoyed and deleted them. Deserved. That's what I get for replacing recipes. They're always going to be there. They're going to come back, and I'm going to complain about it whenever they do. Dash bolts. All the bolt stuff will solidify. Meteoric steel. Screw. And then dash ring. Go right there. Then lead helmet. Pattern terminal craft. Press lead. Yes. Guess what I can do is hit this button over here. Showing only interfaces with free slots, so it's a little easier to find stuff. How about now? No, you need molten dash. That is alloy blast melter recipe. Was it circuit 1 or circuit 11? Circuit 11. There we go. I don't know if you have charge. Oh, it's gonna finish pretty soon. Okay, so that's done. That's completed, and then next up is spacesuit jetpack. Is it the same one? Probably. Sorry, these MPT data recipes are always like my nightmare. There we go. And more molecular assembler crafts. Probably also need the lead chest plate, right? Then compressed duralumin. How do you say this? Duralumin. Yeah, sure. The implosion compressor. triple plate. Bending 3. Yeah. Need the ingot. Can I use the dust for this? No. Glass smelter. I'm actually making the fluid already, so I might as well just use the ingots in the fluid shaper. Yep. Easy. I mean, the crafts are not that difficult. It's just a little bit tedious. But we are playing GTNH, right? Kind of expected. This thing does not charge, and I'm not going to worry about it right now, but it's done. You're done. Next up is spacesuit leggings. That's really how it's spelled, right? Yeah. Then lead leggings, same thing. That's how it's spelled, yeah. Oh, everything here in the molecular assembler. Then make me the spacesuit leggings. Craft. Then, do you have the quantum suit stuff? I don't. Suit leggings. No, you have the boots, but not the leggings. The jetpack is on me, but I may want to make another one. I have a spare set just in case, because I did hear that the flight is a little slower. Nah, I won't worry about it because this is a nightmare to craft. If I complain about it, then we know why. Leggings are done. Spacesuit boots. No, you, how dare you. You need spacesuit boots, or pattern terminal again. Then lead boots. Okay, and then we need compressed magnesium. Is a triple plate in the implosion compressor. Chances are I don't know how to craft the triple plates either. That is true. That is a circuit 3 bending machine, right? Okay, now. Okay, that one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one done. Next up, I need the quantum suit leggings. I need to make a pattern for this circuit 12. I'm getting the warp effects again. Quantum parts leggings. That is assembler. Circuit 0. You need the nanoplated leggings. But the nanosuit leggings, I have to craft them. That. Circuit what? Circuit 1. Then I need the mold leggings. Do have one, that's good. And the bunch of carbon plates. Get 7 of you. Okay. Make the mold. Thank you. Then craft nanosuit. Then whatever comes out of here, what I want to set this recipe to. That is a blank assembler. Then craft the quantum suit leggings. There we go. Right. Lots of micro crafting. We all love this. Sure you do. I also love drinking water. Let me drink water. Oh, I don't need this. Okay. Alright, quantum suit leggings are done. You're fully charged. Go back in storage. And that one's done. Making a pretty good dent. I think that's as much as I can stall other than the extremely primordial pearl. And this one, I'll set up a recipe for it. Because we need, if I want to craft 2 of them, I need 16 primordial pearls. I only have 11. And then crafting 1 is going to be annoying, so don't worry about it. And that's what this little farm is for. Yeah, okay, so we'll let that craft. All the other stuff, it's going to take time. I'm also missing whatever that is. I don't know how to research that, so I had to come back to that. Okay. So, probably a good time to wrap up the episode. I just realized it's almost 3 hours. We made pretty good progress. Made a sizable dent in the infinity crafting. And all this infinity stuff, I'm just going to like set up recipes somewhere down the road. I'll just leave that running somewhere. I'll go ahead and do that. So next episode will be tomorrow. And I'm thinking of doing all of the Terra Steel stuff. So all of the Britannia things to get Terra Steel. I think I just have to get as far as crafting Terra Steel reliably. And I don't know if there's a B for that. What's a good way to get Terra Steel? Aside from the usual, like, mana spam, right? Curious if we can get the dust somehow. Doesn't look like it. Fountain of Conjuration. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, that's right. It's the... They have multi-block versions now. Kind of funny. Tell me how to... I mean, I know how to make Terra Steel the normal way. But for me to do that reliably, I do need to get a lot of mana generation. So there is a flower. I don't know if it's worth it for me to rush. If it's at all possible, I can rush it. It gives you infinite mana. But I don't know how atrocious this is. Infinitato. That is doable. It looks atrocious, but it is possible. A bunch of infinity stuff. Master Sparks. This might be something I want to do for a lot of Terra Steel, but I don't know if it's even worth it, honestly. I'll think about it. But this is next. We're going to have to play with Britannia. That's going to be fun. So we have to go through all the magic mods, right? We need blood magic, a good amount of it. We need Britannia. And a good source of getting Terra Steel. Pretty much it for Britannia, though. Blood magic to get this stuff, plus all of the sigils. Sigils of Divinity are kind of... it's a lot of blood magic we have to do. And then Draconic Evolution. I don't know too much about this. But we also have to do blood magic for it first. So we'll do Britannia and then blood magic, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of magic, but you know, we're making good progress. We have all of this stuff remaining for the cosmic armor or the infinity armor, which reminds me, it's a quest. I think it's locked behind something. It's locked behind Wyvern Core, but I don't know what that's locked behind. This one is locked behind Draconic Core. This one. This one is locked behind Icorium, Convocation of the Damned, and Round 1 Fight. What? Convocation of the Damned sounds like Bewitchment. Somewhere. It's probably like the boss fights, I think. No idea. A lot of boss fight things, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that. Okay, this is probably a good time to wrap up the episode, though. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time off camera, probably, trying to figure out a good way to get mana generation going for Botania. Because usually what I do is just spam endoflames like this, and then I upgrade to cake-eating plants usually. But there's not a very good way to make cakes in this pack, I don't think. I could have sworn there was something in Thaumcraft that turns stuff into cake, but I don't know about that. Gotta look that up. And I don't know what other kinds of flowers this pack adds that would be better. I don't know. So I'll go ahead and wrap up the episode here for today. Tomorrow will be the next stream. Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? So no band practice or anything out of the ordinary. So I'll stream tomorrow, and then we'll get back into Botania progress. All right, gonna be pretty good. We're making good progress. Once I get the infinity armor, maybe even off camera, I'm also gonna see what I need to craft for the DTPF, because this thing is gonna take a while to craft. So I should probably get started on that like as soon as possible. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Actually, you know what? While we're still here, I just want to craft a batch of UEV field generators. These are actually hilariously expensive. And you're going to see once I actually craft this. Give me 1 second. Watch this. Watch this. Circuit 16 wrap, right? And then if I craft just a batch of field generators, I need to make optical mainframes. I could have sworn I had recipes for this. Oh, no. You were the recipes that got deleted. That's right. Something weird happened where I deleted a bunch of Astline recipes for whatever reason. I still don't understand why they got deleted, but that's one of them. Alright, crafting you now. You also got deleted, right? No? Which one was I trying to craft? Where are my optical circuits right now? Optical. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to... Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, there was a whole circuit line that got deleted. And then optical assembly as well. That and like that. Okay, give me one batch of fuel generators, please. There we go. No Oganison. I'll just start the craft missing Oganison, and then I'll deal with this off camera. But yeah, just a batch of these, and I'm gonna use these for a bunch of other things, including the DTPF. That's a very expensive recipe, just a batch of them. And I should really make progress into the DTPF. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, we'll see what else is missing on the next episode, which will be tomorrow. Okay. For now, have a good night. Take care. Thank you for your time and support. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.